Hello, today we are doing a Civilization 6 video. We are playing as the Mongols on Deity difficulty. All other settings standard. I started making this video because I was inspired by another YouTuber called CivTrader6. I really liked his videos, but he stopped making them. So I decided to make some of my own. We'll be playing as Genghis Khan because he is probably the strongest domination civ after Ryzen 4 update. Because of the introduced loyalty mechanic, taking cities and keeping them was hard. You had about 5 turns to kind of find a way to solve the loyalty issue. But with Mongolia, the cavalry are so fast that usually you can take a lot of cities and not have to worry about it. So here, it's a pretty good starting location. We have a good campus spot. We can start on the coffee resource for that extra culture. And we have horses. And this is, I guess, a decent place to defend. Right. So this is very good. We're starting with 6.3 production. I actually think maybe, yeah, I'll keep it this way. Okay. So immediately we're having 2.4 culture, which is definitely a significant advantage. I think we'll start with husbandry. Right. So we are expanding. Interesting that it chooses to expand to the sheep and not the horses. Right. So we can consider ourselves pretty safe from this direction in terms of barbs. And I am very worried about barbarians. Because in Deity... Oh. So the coast... We have coastline here. So that's pretty good. That means we're probably not surrounded, at least. Not surrounded by potential threats. Alright. So, monument. Oh, okay. So we got a relic. Looks like maybe this is coast. But anyway, we got a relic. So we're getting a pantheon very early. The starting location is also pretty good in terms of harvestable resources, which is something my play style is oriented around. The first warfare, we're going to rely on these resources to pump out an army in conjunction with Governor Magnus. Okay. So one more turn until we get the advantage. So the coastline is like that. Right now, all I hope for is that we're not on an island. Because if we happen to be on an island, that's probably the worst thing, and I think that might happen. So the continent kind of curves around like this. So if we are indeed on an island, I'm ready to restart. Because there's simply nothing you can do except, I guess, try to get cartography as soon as possible, but by then it's already turn 100. Alright, so all I can do is hope that there's a lot more up in this top right. Because the coastline here suggests that there's nothing down here. Okay. We'll get mining. I will consider saving this encampment for later to get the bonus for my archers. Right. Right. It's time to pray. I think our luck is very bad. This is not good. Yeah. We started on an island. Oh. Maybe there's a chance. Maybe. Gotta find out. Right. I'll put a foreign continent. I mean, foreign, or whatever it's called. So there might actually be another landmass. Hopefully. Hopefully. Looks like it could go either way right now. Archery. Right, slinger. I think time is quite loose. Oh, Lisbon. Now we were the first one to meet them, so yeah. I'll let this warrior look around a bit, but I still think we're not going to find anything down there. Okay, France. And Paris is right there. So this distance is right out of trade range. So if we settle, we need to settle up closer to them so we can actually send a trade route. Nice. Okay, this is very good. We have an extremely solid economy now. Okay, we are very lucky. The long distance is bad, but it has been compensated. Alright. So I can use the slinger to go and probe the encampment a bit. But of course I need to send a warrior to accompany. Just the slinger is probably not enough. Okay, and seems I won't be disappointed. Will there be more down here? I might be pleasantly surprised. Alright, I feel foreign trade. We still need foreign trade. So currently, we are doing very well in terms of culture. I'm going to skip the boost for foreign trade because early empire is important. Right. So France's city is quite not optimal for attacking, but should be fine. Alright. I'll send my troops up. So the continent still ends. But we can't complain. Alright, archery is coming to a close. I think it's time maybe to switch up a bit. Build a settler. Okay, so this is slightly troublesome. Let's see where we're expanding. Okay, the wheat. Going to improve the wheat. Egypt. Right. So hopefully some conflict will arise. This is by no means a good situation. It might have been too reckless. Oh, if we could steal that. If we can steal that camp, that would be very advantageous. Oh, so we're still alive. Okay, we're gonna get away from this. It's a faith city-state up there. Okay, 3 tile improvements. Excuse me. I think my culture may have been so powerful that I have forgotten to switch off craftsmanship. Okay, so political philosophy. We have a lot of gold. I'm gonna hold off this settler and I'm gonna buy one instead. Right. Maybe like I'm gonna switch. No. So we don't need a lot of warriors or slingers. Reason being, I highly doubt France will even find us. Alright, trader. So, I think we'll seal our city quite up. Possibly, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we can settle it here and successfully send a trade route to Paris. That I personally do not feel like settling on stone and wasting it is a good idea, but I think I will settle here. Right. So it's time to bring my warrior back up. Also maybe check out what's over there. And we found a new continent. Alright. Right, time to get the slinger. Yeah. Alright. So the spearmen completely deserted the encampment for some reason. I'm not sure what they had in mind, Alright. So in terms of science, I can't say I'm doing really good. 6 turns, 7 turns to get writing. And then I can build a campus. But I think I'm not going to do that just yet. Right. Australia. These aren't the best enemies. Ooh, Nice. Okay, so they're fighting. Okay. So we can buy the settler now. Jerusalem is getting taken down. Alright, so this is pretty good. Trader, so we don't want to send it to anyone else except for France. We want to save it for France. Should we settle another city? We need to leave it as an option. Nice, okay. So now we're guaranteed to enter at least a normal age. That was unintentional. With this encampment. Right. Okay, so I don't think this spearman will be able to kill my slinger. So I can safely retaliate. Okay, no, that's entering unsafe levels. More. Right, so this is probably a very desirable start game, since we got our own island, which normally is, you know, bad. But this island is also connected to the main continent, which means we get the benefit of not having any immediate threats, while still, you know, not really stopping us from conquering. Alright. Now the main question is if there is more land down there. We're going to find out. More horse. Right, so it looks like we're not going to be getting more horses, I assume. Which is a shame. It means we'll have to build an encampment, which I'm going to work towards right now. Alright, early empire. So, next, state workforce, okay. So, 30% production towards builders. I'm going to be building a settler next. Well, it's already almost finished. And we need to appoint Governor Magnus. Alright. Settled there. There aren't very good tiles around. So... Oh! Change of plan. So I'm still going to settle that city, but I'm going to settle it. Yeah, so we're very lucky. We don't need an encampment anymore. Oh, and there's an... In fact, there's another encampment here. That's something for our troops to be occupied with. I'll send my troops down. Right. So we are quite lucky. Don't want to encounter that scout. Ancient era is about to end. Normally, this is the time I start worrying about entering a dark age. But this time, oh, that is just brutal and unfair. Getting the horsemen before Mongols, unheard of. Alright. Next turn. We'll end them. Settle. Right. Give it good food and production, and we'll send the trade route. So over here, not really sure what to do with the scout. I'll just let it automatically explore. Okay. So my city's out. My warrior is protected. I need to make sure that this encampment doesn't spawn any more units. Perhaps I should have settled on the coffee. Yeah, that would have been a lot better. I can't change it now, so. Yes, so we're just in range and we even get 1 science. That's good. So the horseman has been exterminated. And I think I'll sneak up on the encampment from behind. Do we need better tile yields? Yes, why are we not working that? Right. Warrior, archer. I think we amass more builders while we're waiting. This builder also has the task of going to get those horses. Alright. Turn 47. So things should go quite well. Two more turns. Ooh. Okay. It's time to put on this policy card, as well as I think this one, or this one, yeah. So now we have 2 horse resources. We're just waiting for the time when it's time. Right. So let me evaluate 2 forests, potentially 4, potentially another stone. Since we have such a good economy, we can blow some money buying tiles, which is great. Yeah. Scout. No. It seems can't really make out how the war is going between France and Egypt. But surprisingly, none of them have denounced me yet. That's rare. Alright. So it's time to start clearing forests. Deforestation. Monumentality. We will be most likely be building encampments as well as campuses. Okay, so pottery. So this road, well, it was pretty nice anyway. Preferably, I would have seen the trade route from Karokum, so there's a road straight through all these rivers and stuff. But right now, the case is all our horsemen are going to have to pass through these tiles, which is not very nice. And besides, ancient roads don't provide bridges anyway. Alright. Writing. Oop. Ah. So, horseman. So. Oh, no. What I should have done, and this is my mistake, instead of using this policy card, I should have done land surveyors. Then I could have bought these tiles, and that tile. I'm definitely not going to buy those tiles without land surveyor policy card. Alright. $160 gold. So we'll just have to wait for 3 turns. Our horseman army is taking shape, and our money is steadily decreasing. Now, since we have these 2 city-states just providing bucket loads of money, we might actually avoid the negative gold, which is so common. It's so hard to avoid normally. Alright. So 2 more turns until I get land surveyors. So we have writing. I think it is about time to get, oh, of course, masonry. Couldn't forget that. I'll rest here. Alright, so if France gets bar problems, I'm not going to complain. France has a harbour, that is great. Or is getting a harbour. Eventually I'll have to build harbours as well. One in Urumqi. And that will contribute to cartography. Right. Oh. I'm not going to get in the way of that. I'll let France take care of their own problems. Right. Autocracy. So now we can have these 2 policy cards at once. Normally I wouldn't get so early, but we have such a cultural advantage both from Pantheon and the tea, or whatever luxury we start with. And those things helped us get political philosophy so early. What was it? Coffee. Yes. Alright. I'm gonna buy these tiles. Damn expensive. Right. Now, we can start deforestation across our empire. We have mercenaries. So now horsemen are only costing me 1 maintenance. No. Okay. So once we get 4 horsemen mobilized, we're going to attack. Because we cannot wait. We can't risk France getting ancient walls, for example. Right, we also need builders. Perfect. Right. So France is most likely combating... Oh! John Curtin. My guess is nobody's gonna accept, because people usually don't accept these from experience, and John Curtin is far too far away for us to reach there in 30 turns. I think. Alright. Project. Alright, let's see. So our science is surprisingly great right now. Wasn't expecting it. Even before we get campus. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to get 8 horsemen. And then I'm going to use the last overflow to obtain a campus district at the expense of my wheat, because I don't particularly need that wheat. Right. Let me just... Okay, more barbarians. Let's wait until they... So this is the end of the video. When I was recording, I sort of lost track of time and did an hour. So I'm cutting it here. In the future, I'll have proper outros and probably only record 30 minutes at a time.